Yay, free experience! Welcome back to episode number 40 of Discordant Whispers. We are here with Peter. Welcome back.
Hi, guys.
Did somebody say free experience?
Well, not quite free. You'll still have to work for it, and there'll still be. We'll still find a bit of a way to tie it to the story, so it's not like just random nonsense. But
if it's free, it's for me.
Is it canon?
Well, I was gonna say, shouldn't I get free experience since I'm the only one who remembered anything that happened?
Well, yes, I wasn't able to actually say that before, but yes, you get your standard 500 experience for that. And also just wanted to remind you guys, remember a couple of the minor details that happened last time. Remember that Ozone's chaos magic kept going off.
Right.
Yeah.
Was
So
this
Ozone chaos?
when I did my my chaos gasm at the end?
Yeah.
Demolished it. Okay, so now I think I'm caught up.
And do you remember what happened after the chaos gasm before we ended the session?
Aside from me slumping the satisfied
What actually happened after that? I said I said that you heard the shriek of a vixen.
Right.
Off in the distance.
Right.
Hey.
You specifically. No, not that kind of vixen.
Whoa.
Not that kind of vixen. For all those who are unaware, a vixen is a female fox.
What's wrong with boxes?
Today.
Nothing's wrong with foxes. All right. So you heard the shriek of a vixen in the distance. Before we jump into anything else in the story, did you want to do anything about that? Because we kind of abruptly left off at that point.
It's saying to Ozone whether he was doing anything.
Yeah. Do you want to investigate it? Do you want to look into it, or are you just gonna kind of take it as, oh, well, that's just something that happens in the woods?
He'll mention it. Did it sound like it was out of the ordinary? Right? If it was just
it was a very loud, kind of unnerving shriek.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so he'll mention it'll be like, guys, did you hear that?
You guys did not hear that.
Ozone will use his very special power that I definitely put on my character sheet to recreate the sound of any animal that he has heard within the last 24 hours.
You have to do it right now, though.
Right. No, I
No,
can't
do it right now. Do it.
It would be inappropriate in this house of mourning.
Do it. Go outside and do it.
But shriek.
So you don't hear. So if you ask the other members of the party, they did not hear him. Basically, there was nothing that they heard. It was basically only through your ears.
Was it what direction? I guess.
So it would be. It came actually from behind you.
Okay. Well, so I guess as if anybody's gonna quickly, I guess, loot whatever's gonna happen, because I know we just actually there's nothing left to loot, right? Like, didn't I turn everything to dust and pulp?
Pretty much, yeah. You vaporized everything.
All right. So I'm gonna mention, you guys, I heard something coming from that direction. It's a very weird sound.
What did it sound like?
It sounded like, and then blank insert wave file here.
What is a wave file?
Fucking assholes. So do you imitate? Do you do an imitation of what you heard?
Sure. Yeah.
What's Ozone's imitation of this? Oh, I love this. What's Ozone's imitation of a vixen for you?
Hold on. Oh, I'm trying to find a good thing. I can't do it. I can't actually do it in house. I'm trying to keep low in my volume.
Oh, okay. No problem. I don't want to cause you to do it. Yeah, okay, no problem.
I'll paste a YouTube video. That's what it sounds
Okay.
like.
Caca. Motherfucker, caca.
Yeah, it's crazy how weird foxes sound. Like you expect them to have a more like just a dog sound. That is.
What does the fox say?
Well, female foxes scream. They sound like screaming humans. Like it's really weird. So you imitate this sound to everyone, and you guys hear what Ozone's doing, and what do you do when he does that?
Look at him in horror and disgust.
So are you gonna investigate the noise, Ozone?
Yeah, I'll ask like, does anybody want to come check this out? I think there's some weird stuff going on over here.
I'll go with you.
Oh my god.
Whoa! Hold on a second. I think I found the sound that I make. All right. This is the sound Ozone makes. Oh shit, that is haunting. If I heard that at night. All right.
Do you need me to cast Spare the Dying on you?
No, I'm pretty good on health.
No, it's not about health, dear.
Dear.
What kind of spell is that?
Let's just go.
Oh my god.
If that a spell, I'll have to look at the sorcerer list just to make sure that Ozone wouldn't even know what that is. But
It's a cleric
sorcerers
spell.
Maybe, yeah, perfect. Yeah, so Ozone doesn't know what the hell you're talking
So basically, you thought he was dying when he made that noise.
Yeah.
about. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. It whooshed right over Ozone's head just as.
Pretty okay. I like that. That was cute. All right. So Ozone, when you turn around to look behind you, up in the distance in the woods, you see a faint ghostly blue glow.
Oh boy, these can't be good. Ghostly blue glow. Uh, can I check? I guess some sort of check for anything out of the ordinary other than just a glow. Is there some sort of like I guess maybe a magical energy? I don't have detect magic, but
You can I would say give me an Arcana or Religion check.
oh yes, I'm super good at absolutely both of those. All right, here we go. This will be an Arcana check.
Plus D4.
Sure, that'll help.
Come on, my dude.
So
D4, that's an 8.
you're wow. You're not really sure. You're not really sure what it is. You see a blue glow.
Hey, Doc, do you see that blue glow over there?
Yeah, I
Doc, you do
see.
not.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, he doesn't see it.
Nope.
Is it weird that he doesn't see it? Like, should he clearly be able to?
Well, unless he's
Like to
blind,
me.
yeah.
Okay,
Unless
all
he's
right.
blind, yeah, he should be able to see it.
Okay. Wait, Doc, you're telling me you don't see that blue glow right there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, just watch out for me. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm here, my child.
So,
If anything happens, run back and get the others. So I'll approach it.
okay. As you approach it, you hear sort of ghostly laughter all around you for a split second. The blue glow flares into the form of a spectral nine-tailed fox and then disappears.
Oh. Did did it disappear like as if it was trying to get me to follow it like somewhere, or just poofed out?
It just sort of, like flared into existence, acknowledged you,
Hmm.
and then flared back out of existence. There's still a faint glow where it stood, and this glow, Daergram, you can see.
Oh,
Like the actual like Ninetales thing, or just like his shadow glow?
No, the afterglow, like like after it disappears from
So
the
you watch it.
site,
Watch the
there's
post
something that's
orgasm.
left behind. There's something there in the grass that's left behind, and it's glowing, basically.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
do you see that, dog?
What do you think that is?
I don't know. Like, I saw a glow and it looked like a really weird fox, and then it just disappeared. You didn't see the fox at all?
Kinda just saw like a blur. But I believe you. Just go take a look.
Yeah. Does actually, yeah, Ozone, maybe this wasn't an intimidating sight so much as just a natural, but the ghost like, right? You heard the laughter.
I would
which was
give me another check. Give me another check. This time do religion.
religion.
Mm-hmm.
You're still under guidance.
Oh, that's definitely gonna help.
Oh my fucking god, Benny!
Good times. 5.
Yeah, you don't really know much about. You don't really know much about anything of the of the of the gods on this of the people of this continent. You're not. This is not really your forte. You know what you believe, and that's all that matters to you.
Yeah. I saw it with my own eyes. Might as well go up and touch it with, with everything I've got. So I'll try to wave my hand through the. The glow is above the ground, or is
No,
it
the glow is
from
it's
the
sort of
ground?
like in the grass, as if there's something glowing in the grass.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll approach and start, and I'll check what that is. If there's anything in the grass, and
Mhm.
like if I have to move things to see it, I will. Like any tall grass or anything.
So when you move this stuff around, you see like faintly glowing blue metal ring.
Okay.
The ring is the ring almost looks like it shifts and moves, almost like it's not solid, but it does appear to be made out of metal.
Out of what?
It appears to be made out of metal, but when you move the grass, it shifts and moves as if it's not solid, as if it's almost made out of liquid.
Hmm.
But it's a ring.
Yeah. Uh, I'll grab it. Sure. I'll try to pick it up from the ground.
You go to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When you pick it up, give me a
Death saving throw.
Yeah.
no, not a saving throw. Give me another Arcana check.
Oh yeah.
Do this one with advantage.
Oh, I'm gonna need it. All right. 2d20 kh1. All right. That's all it is, right? There's no parentheses on those, right?
No.
Mm-mm.
You get a D4, by the way.
That's with advantage?
Yes. I rolled an 8 and a 5. -1.
Oh, Betty. Roll your guidance.
Hold on.
Just give up.
Yeah. 3. So 10.
Okay, fine. I'll accept a 10. um, so when you touch the ring, a name sort of comes to your mind. Sienna.
Did you say Tiamat?
Sienna.
Okay. All right. Sihanouk. Like. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. Hmm.
The name is Sihanouk, and you feel like you don't know anything about this ring, but there's something about it that feels familiar to you as far as how it may relate to your magic. Like you feel a sort of kinship, like there's sort of this wild kinship with this ring that you feel.
Okay. I'll. So if I hear it, I'll whisper the name to myself to sort of like I'm trying to hold on to the name.
Sienna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so but the ring doesn't fall through my hands or anything like that. It's actually it has
It's no, it holds its form enough to hold its form, but it shifts and moves with the way your hand shifts and moves. You can actually wear it as if it was a ring though, if you were to like put it on.
I'm gonna hold my hand out to Dr. Daergram.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see anything like this, Doc?
Let me consult my deity. Peter, have I ever seen anything like this?
I like that. He knows his deity.
The item doesn't look familiar to you, no, but you can make a religion roll or arcana roll to see if you can. So do you have detect magic or identify or anything like that?
Not prepped.
Okay.
But I do have religion.
You do have religion?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll allow you. I would say pray to your deity and roll your religion check with advantage, and let's see what you get.
As he's rolling out, or in real life, I will mention like that name came to me. I'll repeat it to him. Have you ever heard the name Sihanouk?
Okay, so that you do know.
All right.
So Sihanouk is a sort of trickster god in the pantheon. Sihanouk is literally is the god of trickery in this particular pantheon. The god of chaos, trickery, sexuality, and yeah, trickery and sexuality is what this god is. So so when you say that name, Sihanouk also has a lot of darker things tied to him because every time in the stories of the gods of the pantheon, every time they mate with one of the other gods or goddesses of the pantheon, the offspring of that mating ends up being a twisted version of the mother or father. It creates a twisted deity version of the mother or father. So there's this sort of warping of abilities that happens when one comes in contact with Sihanouk. So these are the things that you know about Sihanouk, Daergram.
Okay.
You repeat that to me? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I give you a little backstory. This is what I had learned in church.
Yeah, Sihanouk is a huge fan of chaos, and kind of revels in creating it, and doesn't like things to become or stay too ordered.
Okay. All right. It's like, so Doc, you think I should try it on?
I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen, right?
All right. Be my spotter, bro.
I mean, it's just a ring.
I'll slip it on.
Okay. You feel a sort of, I want to say, you feel a sort of strange power that seems akin to your that seems akin to your wild magic, but maybe might grant you more control over it in a sort of way, or be able to use it in a different way, so to speak. Now,
I didn't die.
no, you didn't
As I
die.
regard- yeah, as I regard the ring, I'll say that to Dr. Daergram. I didn't die yet. Am I dead?
No, you're right there. Look at you. Oh, handsome and stuff.
Oh wow. Okay, so so now that you have that, I don't know. I kind of don't know. I kind of don't know how to have you discover how this ring works.
Just
We'll figure it out.
I mean, usually when you short rest, you attune to stuff, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so you guys can.
For now, I just have a really cool ring. That's how I.
Yeah, for now you have a really cool ring.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what do you guys want to do? You want to continue forward?
Well, we're all waiting for.
Yeah, I'll make my way back.
Yeah, we'll let him know that well, you could let him know that you found this foxy dude. And I just saw like
Yeah,
this
I'll,
thing.
I'll describe what I saw. Like it was like a cool experience. Like guys, I heard the sound, and then this weird apparition showed up, and then I heard some laughter, and check out this ring it left behind.
Could I try to do an Arcana check on the ring?
Yeah, I would say all of you can roll for an Arcana, but you specifically, Addison and Nomenclature, should roll with advantage since you're like actually from the continent. You know basically a lot more about the Pantheon than say Cathixis would.
That's right. Oh, I got a nat 20.
Motherfucker. Don't even bother, guys.
So yeah, so so in the Arcana check, you were specifically rolling to what was it that you were trying to know?
I was trying to see if, like, from investigating it, like, if it has any, like, arcane significance, like, if it's magical in any possible way, like, if it's just, like, a pretty ring, or does it actually have, like, usage?
Well, you absolutely know it's more than a pretty ring. It definitely has some usage. It's tied. You understand it as sort of tied to the deity that he's describing, Sihanouk. And basically, you feel like he might be able to spontaneously cast spells that he wouldn't normally be able to do.
Yeah, so you hand it to me and I look at it, Ozone?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so you give it to me and I'm inspecting it, just like picking it up and looking at it.
So, you touch the ring?
Yeah, I'll have him like hand it to me so I can look at it and inspect it more.
So roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
Is this a charm or compulsion?
It is not.
Nat 20 again.
Oh damn.
That's really good.
I'm lying. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I did roll.
D20. Yeah, that's a roll.
I thought I just put D20 again, but I'm like, no, I rolled.
Yeah.
Really good. Good job. Okay, so you feel a searing, stinging pain when you touch the ring, and sort of a loud shrieking noise reverberates out of the ring when you touch it, but you don't actually take any damage.
Yeah, I just like wince a little bit and kind of swat it away. Like, no time for that. I hand it back to Ozone. It seems to be a pretty potent magical item. It will most likely enhance your already inconsistent.
Inspiration. I can't. For being such a raging bitch. I fucking love it. Oh my god. Okay. So so that happened. So you have a basic idea that the ring will allow you to spontaneously cast things you wouldn't normally be able to cast. For game purposes, if you were to want to try this, just declare that you want to use the ring, and I will talk you through what to do.
Cool. Perfect.
All right. So. Yeah.
Thanks, Addison.
Yeah. Just declare that you want to use the ring, like you're going to brandish the ring and try to use it, and then I'll walk you through what to do. So now, you notice that kind of Lenny just has no idea what's going on. He's like very impatient with this whole thing. Like he's like kind of barking at you because he's in dog form. Starts barking and whining.
I redo the fox sound that I heard earlier, assuming he's trying to communicate.
Yeah.
He stops and does that thing that dogs do where they tilt their heads to the side to hear the thing better.
Yeah, I just look back and forth between the two of them and just like think to myself, they're both just as dumb.
Yeah. I just assumed that, we're talking about the ring and Lenny is maybe trying to talk in the same fashion as the thing that I picked it up from.
Yeah, I continue walking in the direction we were walking in initially. I think
so you walk toward Lenny then. Okay, yeah. So when Lenny sees you walk toward him, he gets excited and turns around and starts marching forward. And each of you follow so give me your marching order.
Well, I guess I'm going first since
you're in the front, and then who's behind?
I'll go after.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be in the middle.
Okay.
I'll go past because Gnome doesn't realize you guys were leaving yet because he was emptying out the ash from his Gandalf pipe. And then he looks up and sees you guys ahead, like trots over.
Alright, cool.
Lagging behind.
Alright, cool. Oh, this should be good. Alright. Okay, so you're walking through the woods, and you as you're walking, you sort of notice that the woods start to they look different than they did before, in the sense that before it was trees, and now you're starting to notice lots of big mushrooms.
Lots of what?
Big mushrooms.
Big mushrooms. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I go, yo.
Yeah, I shift my outfit so that way I have a really high collar that covers my nose.
Mm-hmm.
Like a turtleneck or like a cowl.
Mm-hmm.
Just no. Just because I'm these mushrooms, I don't trust this shit.
Nomenclature is very, very interested.
So you see all sorts of weird fungi of different shapes and sizes, and then there's this one, really large one in the distance that sort of looks like a circular central mass with a bunch of stalks coming out of it out of the top. It seems to be a lot of the mushrooms around are some of the mushrooms that are around are glowing, so it seems sort of backlit and cast in darkness, so you can't really see what it is. But it seems to be slowly swaying back and forth, whatever it is, and it has these kind of stalks that are lazily moving back and forth.
Your check.
I'd like to make a nature check on the mushrooms that I see.
Sure.
21.
So what you know of mushrooms is that there are a few different types. One of them is one of the types is called a gas spore. And you feel that may be what you're seeing now. It's spherical and balloon-like, and it sort of it's spherical and balloon-like, and it has a sort of blind central eye that makes it look like another creature, almost like a beholder.
Oh, like an eye stalk?
Yeah.
Well, do I know that it releases spores?
Well, you're in the general knowledge of mushrooms. You know that most mushrooms are spores.
Anything
You
else?
don't really notice any. You don't really notice anything as far as like necessarily dangerous about this particular species spores.
All right. Are any of them edible?
That's about right.
Edible.
I mean, what is
Yeah.
it?
Some of the smaller ones that you see look like they could be edible. Like if you were to collect them, you could they could be edible. But you also know that there are some extremely poisonous varieties of mushrooms that look like edible mushrooms.
Absolutely.
Those are the best kind.
Every single mushroom is edible. At least once.
Yes.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true.
I'm gonna take out my ink pen and use the metal tip of the fountain pen to dig out the mushrooms, the edible ones.
Okay.
And
So give me that should be a survival check. Give me a survival check.
oh, sidekick. There you are, sidekick. 17.
Okay. So you dig up a few mushrooms that you're pretty confident are going to make quite a tasty. That could be like added to make a dish very tasty. You think that you found some pretty good ones, and you're almost positive that none of them will make anyone sick.
I go into my bag, pull out one of the pouches of birdseed that I had for Simone. Empty it into my hat.
You empty the birdseed into your hat?
Yes.
Okay.
I close my hat and put it in my bag, and I use the little pouch that I had the birdseed in to collect the mushrooms.
Oh, okay. All right.
But now you guys get to see that, unfortunately, Bimbleswid he's balding.
Oh no.
He's just
balding?
starting.
Oh, I thought he was just bald.
No, he wasn't completely bald.
Is it like?
Oh,
He just always had his hat on, so you would see just the ends of his hair and his beard.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. I thought he was just bald. Okay, no problem. Cool.
Okay, so is there like a comb? Like, is it an embarrassing, strand of hair?
8-inch
Nope.
comb over.
No, it's just starting.
it's nothing like the guy in the picture.
It's quite disturbing.
Jeez,
Gnome-like. Gnomes tend to have these mustaches.
they do.
Oh my god, I should never have Googled comb. This is
You should never have Googled what?
this is haunting.
Okay, so I have my little pharmacological trip.
Alright. And you notice that some of the mushrooms seem to be moving.
I go, yo, guys, look, they're dancing. That shouldn't happen. I didn't eat any of these.
I draw both my swords. And I just sigh and shake my head.
I go to check to see if they're really dancing or if he's high out of his mind somehow. Like he snuck a few in while he was putting them in the cap.
So you notice when you look that they don't really look like they're dancing. You think he might be a little, because they're not really dancing. They are quite literally walking.
Oh. And I'm assuming that's in our direction.
No, not necessarily. There are a couple of them that are meandering towards you. Some of them are just wandering through the other mushrooms, but they're all kind of wandering around.
Okay.
I turn back. Guys, you guys want to talk to him?
Never talked to a mushroom before. It's a little weird.
I mean, I think I have. But that's a story for your town.
How tall are these mushrooms?
They're about human. They're about like medium size.
Oh, fuck.
They're gigantic.
They're about medium-sized creatures. Yeah.
These are like 3 feet tall or something.
No, these are so you're in a forest of mushrooms.
Yeah, I thought they were like your size,
Oh,
like
shit.
nomenclature size.
So I realized that I might have packed the wrong thing in that bowl, and I'm like, wait, they're like twice my size. I don't think I want to do this.
Were these babies?
Can we go a different direction?
There's only one direction.
So when you ask if you can take a different direction, the dog turns around and looks at you guys and whines, and then he barks.
You motherfucker.
And when the dog barks, all the mushrooms train their eyes. Well, seem to focus on you guys.
Ugh.
Good times.
Hold on 1 second, all right?
Okay.
You all die.
I draw my rapier and euthanize that bitch.
Nice.
You can't, though. Once you stab him, he'll just turn in. I'll just do it again.
So, how's it going, guys?
Going alright. How are you doing, Rafael?
I'm good. I just chilling, playing some D&D with my pals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Peter's making his dinner. I heard a microwave.
That's true. He just came home and then got right to it.
You probably ordered food.
Because he's rolling in the big fucking dough.
Yeah, he's taking cabs from Manhattan. Like Uncle Moneybags over here. That Starbucks money must be just rolling in.
Fight me, Benny.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm back. So they all seem to take notice of you when the dog barks, and you notice that when they take notice of you, a haze starts to kind of like a sort of cloudy haze starts to kind of emanate from each of them
We about to get high.
in all directions.
How many are there?
There's a lot. There's a whole bunch. You're trying to like actually physically count them.
No, not like I'm trying to see like are there like a dozen? Like there's like a score of them? Like
More than that.
Is
There's
there a
a-
host of them?
okay.
There's a
A horde.
Yeah, so once I see them start doing that, I go into my bag and I just grab like pieces, like I tear up pieces of like my costume, like my performance clothes, and I just tie it around my face, like around like my nose and mouth.
Oh, okay.
And then I take the other, because you know how like I made it so I had like a cowl so it covers above.
Yeah.
So I cover underneath, and then I take other material and tie it around the top part. So I'm like doubling.
All right.
Are there any trees?
So, there are trees. Yeah. Well, there are mushrooms. So yeah, there are mushrooms as big as trees. So yes. But for Addison, give me a survival check really quick.
Yeah, when I see the spores, I want to tuck my beard up my nose so it covers my mouth and floods my nose.
Are you shitting me?
I got a 17.
You fashion a pretty good mask. Now nomenclature, roll a survival check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Fuck yes. Trying to it's fucking it.
Wait until you get to me.
7.
Nice.
You managed to halfway stuff.
Well, no, you got a natural 1.
No, I got a 7.
Oh, you did get a 1.
And you dead, Poppy.
You think you'll be pretty fine. You think you'll be pretty fine. You did a good job. You did a great job. You're 100% fine. So okay, to fix this, I'm anxious to hear what you're doing.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my my plate doctor mask. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle some of the loose herbs I have in the deep nose. I'm gonna put that on, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my hood on and light a candle.
Nice.
Put your light a candle.
Yeah,
For the ambiance.
For the aroma. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Yankee candle.
yeah, it's to help disperse the evil.
So he basically puts on a
Oh,
potpourri
okay.
mix and
So-
makes a candle.
So when you light a candle,
No.
so when you light the candle,
Yeah.
the spores that these things are emanating turn from this sort of slightly luminescent green to like gradually change to orange and then to red.
You just ignited some shit. Or about to.
Okay.
Boy.
Ozone, what do you do?
Ozone holds his breath.
Uh-huh.
Indefinitely.
Well, actually, you can.
Yeah.
That's true. You can do that.
Really funny.
He really can do that. That was a Nazi as an air.
That's why I laughed, because I'm like, that's actually really perfect.
All right. So I'm gonna Daergram. How?
I mean, Daergram is a dwarf. He don't give a fuck about anything like that. I'm just gonna chill.
You're hard.
Okay. All right. Cool. So when the red spores start to sort of spread, you notice that the large mass that was sort of backlit to you before, you start to notice that large mass itself starts moving. and it sort of turns towards you, and it looks like this. It's this monstrosity of many-tiered mushrooms with a gigantic central eye, and it looks down at all of you, and starts releasing spores of all sorts of different colors.
I throw my I throw my holy water at it.
You throw water at it? Okay.
My holy water at it.
Okay, no, that's fine. So when it looks at you, it sort of shoots a green spray of spores at you, like directly at you.
It's a good thing I have my plague doctor mask.
Yeah, nothing happens. It hits your mask and nothing happens. Now, and the rest of you are pretty good about like not inhaling the spores. Nomenclature. When these spores reach you, you get this sort of feeling of. Let me see how that works. 1 second.
Of pride because my beard mask worked. Yes.
That makes sense of
You get this weird sense of fear. Not that you're afraid, but that they're afraid.
That the mushrooms are afraid?
Yes. Almost like these spores are allowing you to understand that these mushrooms are scared.
I turn to everybody and go, whoa, did anybody else feel that?
I just shoot you a really sharp, like, glare and then go back to looking at the mushrooms.
No? Shit's weird. We've spooked him, guys.
Ozone's still holding his breath, but he shakes his head.
Yeah, I'm like backing up little by little. Where's Lenny?
Lenny is sort of kind of like happily gambling around between the different walking mushrooms, barking and yapping, and he doesn't seem to mind them very much. He thinks they're charming. And he's like all up in the spores. It's like,
Lenny is also a known moron, so we got to take that with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
It says Ozone, who is also
Yeah,
a
no.
historical moron.
Yeah, I mean, you were rolling your Arcana checks and all the knowledge checks. So not the sharpest tool.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This knife in there. Knife. Thing.
Yeah, so I just like look and I'm like slowly, like I'm kind of like crouched a little bit, like ready for like battle, but I'm like kind of backing up a little bit and trying to move like, I guess like slightly away, so like backwards, but then also towards like, because we were heading north ultimately, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to head that way unless it's through those mushrooms, which it's not.
Well,
right.
it is through those mushrooms. That's exactly where the dog is heading. It's through those mushrooms.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna try to like move sideways, like so instead of backing up, like to try to, I guess, like move to like the left of them.
I
So
don't
not go
quite
through.
getting how massive this area is. Like all around you, not all around you per se, but stretching to either side and going forward, you see nothing but what appears to be decaying forests overrun with mushrooms.
Do we have to go through here?
I just look over at Ozone. Is there any way that you can just
Just what?
set them all on fire?
I could. But they seem more afraid of us than anything.
Well, you don't know that.
Well, just according to nomenclature, they're more afraid of us, I think.
Yeah, so I look at Nomenclature. Go communicate with them. Go parlay.
I can do that with small animals.
Well, you seem to have some sort of connection with them, or you seem to be jiving with them, so go.
So I slowly walk forward. And I say, "Mushroom friends, 'tis all okay. Nothing to fear here. Just get out of our way."
So, so when you say that, the three closest to you turn to regard you, and they shoot out a stream of the green spores directly at you. When they do this, the feelings that you're feeling articulate into almost words that you can understand now.
Feelings.
And you get this sort of feeling that they don't understand why you're entering their land so aggressively. They have no problem with you passing through. They said they just don't want you to hurt them or set them on fire. And they keep talking about the mask-wearing firebringer.
I look back at you guys and go, "Ixnay on the Irefay." Turn back to the mushrooms and say, "There's no aggression. We just have to be progressing past you guys." Yeah.
Alright, so when
Yeah, I'll
he
go ahead.
said that, I put my weapons away and stop being in fighting stance and just kind of stand up right, but tensely, because I'm just I hope this fucking.
I go, "We were in unfamiliar territory, and we saw a bunch of things that were taller than me. So we pulled out our weapon, but we're just trying to get stepping."
Mm-hmm.
I Ozone nudges Nomenclature and says, maybe you should put back that stuff you took in the bag. Might have been kids or something. Well, they saw it, right?
No, they didn't. They looked over at us after
Oh.
that because Letty barked. That's why I'm just.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a vein on his forehead as he's trying not to tweak out.
Those are mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know that they're children, I won't feel bad.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put out the fire.
He's such an asshole. So when you put out the fire, you notice that all of the red spores gradually fade to yellow and then back to green.
Okay.
Green means go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start walking forward.
Start singing Into the Woods.
So when you walk forward, oh no, you still have your mouth covered, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you walk forward through, and you notice that they don't really bother you. They seem to have no concept of personal space, in the sense that if they're going to regard you or investigate you, they do so very close. But they're not threatening you. They're just kind of they want to get a feel for you, want to know what you are.
Yeah, I just I keep moving. I guess I'll pull slowly, so I don't want to bump into anything or push them, or I don't want to come off as aggressive. I just want to keep moving.
I go,
Well, I mean, these don't appear to be delicate creatures. Some of them are just.
Oh yeah, well I just don't want to give them any sort of indication that I don't want to give them any provocation. I just want to walk so I can continue moving forward.
You don't want no trouble, Papi.
Exactly.
All right, cool.
Nomenclature turns one seem to be communicating with him, and he says, "Hey, fun guy, you want to help us get out of here so we're not bothering you?" That'd be cool of you.
You kind of get this feeling that they're not really interested in helping you, per se. They just don't want you to bother them.
All
And
right.
you're bothering them. Just don't set them on fire. That's all they care about.
Yeah, Nomenclature is just all right, pal. See ya, never. And then starts walking away, walking in the direction Lenny wanted us to go.
Okay. So as you're walking,
He waves goodbye to the face thing.
the face thing sort of exudes more spores, and you get the sense that that was like a goodbye.
Nice.
So you keep heading north, and as you head in that direction, the land gets more and more barren. Not necessarily because the land is not necessarily because it's like colder or anything. It just seems like for some reason life is not taking root here. For some reason, they're like the few trees that you are seeing are sort of gnarled and black, and few mushrooms here and there. But then after a while, you start to see even the mushrooms are like not as many. Like it's just everything is just like now dead. And you see in the distance a what looks like a sort of dark blue skinned elf standing about 60 feet in front of you. And as you see her, she slowly turns towards you, and her eyes are the most ugly, vile shade of bloodshot red you can imagine. And she smiles at you, and you see rows of fangs in her mouth.
I go, yo, Visine does the trick.
Oh no.
Do these look like the description of the elves of the what is it, the Nightlands? If I remember correctly,
Not
fire elves?
quite. Not quite. This looks a little bit different because another thing that you notice about this particular elf is that this elf looks like it has horns coming out of the top of its head.
Oh,
And elves don't usually have horns. This looks like it might be something different.
okay. All right.
Do I have any idea what this might be?
Why don't you give me a perception check to see what's going on around? See what's going on.
All right, I'll be right back. Somebody's at the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's my perception. Let me find out.
All of us perception?
16.
You could each give a perception check here. I'll see. You could each give one. 16. You notice behind this particular elf, who is oddly completely naked, except for a string of skulls around her waist. You notice behind her there's a cauldron.
I got a 22.
You got a 22. You see two other elves. You see two other fey creatures who look like they could have been elves but are much less beautiful.
Ozone's next to me, right?
Yeah.
Also back.
I tap his like thigh or knee or what's next to me, and I point in the direction and be like, "What the f***?
Oh boy.
Yeah, once I see them, I just look over at Ozone, and, like, I feel my heart drop, just because he has a horrible track record of being manipulated by all the creatures in these goddamn woods.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm just like, maybe it would be best if you put that ring on.
Oh yeah, the ring was on the whole time. Yeah, once you gave it back.
Yeah. So would I possibly know what these things are?
Arcana.
I say we come in peace.
You go in pieces.
I got a 21.
They're hags.
Oh.
They're hags. Three different types that you can. Three different types from what you can tell. The
So
one.
this-
What happened?
Oh no,
The
go on.
one. The one directly in front of you, you can't quite place the typing. The other two look like they may be green hags.
Okay.
I lean in and say, "Is it fight time?"
I look at you and I just like squint my eyes since you can't see any other gesturings on my face because of the mask. I believe so. Unless you feel like mating and dying.
No. And I look at the main hag and say, "Halt, she witch."
Can I roll to see if that's an insult to hags?
Yeah. So when you say that, the hag sort of like cackles to itself and sort of fades from view. And the other two advance around the cauldron towards you.
I draw my swords.
Okay.
Go
I'm giving you a chance I'm giving you a chance to make a surprise action if any of you want to do it. If you don't, I'm gonna call for initiative.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I draw my weapons, and then around where the cauldron is, I'm gonna have them make dexterity saving throws as I throw down a fairy fire.
All right. Oh, what is that?
That is e-roll.
One fails. And they both fail.
So the third one isn't in range because it's a 20-foot area effect.
Nope, not in range.
Okay. Did we rest at all since the last fight we had?
Sure, why not?
Oh, I thought you said no. Why we did level up?
Yeah, that's what he said last time we played.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, so no rest.
Fuck.
Wait, because what level are we? 7? 6.
6.
6. We're 7 in your game.
So that's a no, we didn't then?
No.
God damn it. Thanks for ruining it, Nomenclature.
You are? Oh, yeah, because I think I leveled up before.
Mm-hmm.
Because I looked and I'm like, but wait, I'm already leveled up.
No, you leveled up before everybody. You leveled up first and then everyone leveled up after you.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm gonna go with the fact that I had a 1 on perception. I'm not seeing anything right now anyway. So...
Well, I to them. Oh, well, I pointed them out to Ozone.
Yeah, like you specified. Yeah, we'll say that because since this is like a bonus thing. So, all right. So Cathixis is
In that case...
one.
One sec. I just need to see if this is something I can actually do. Sorry.
All right. So while you're doing that, do you want to do anything, Daergram?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell. Spirit Guardians comes out.
Okay.
I'd also like to cast a spell. So you said the two of the weird Fey hag out, right?
Well, the 2 green hag. The weird one disappeared.
Oh, okay. So I point to one of the green ones and go, "Hey, your titties are so saggy you'll have to circumcise them to breastfeed." And Tasha's hideous laughter on the other one.
So you cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter?
Yep.
Oh, so what do I have to roll?
I think a wisdom save. No, I think it's charisma.
Yeah.
Oh, Tasha's Hideous Laughter is a charisma save?
It's wisdom. Unless hideous laughter is something up beside. What's it?
Oh, what's happening?
It is wisdom.
Oh, it's wisdom? Okay.
Yeah. Fails. So she starts just cackling at the top of her lungs, shrieking with laughter. And falls. What does it make them fall prone?
Yep.
Yeah. She falls prone. The
And
other
she's
one,
incapacitated.
yeah. The other one looks The other one looks a little disappointed in her sister. What about you, Ozone? Is there anything that you want to do before I call for initiative?
There's not much that Ozone can do that hasn't already been done, but no,
Well, you do have your fancy new ring.
I do, but I'm not sure that
Do it.
for its power yet.
Do it.
Bet you won't.
I
Fucking
wonder.
do it.
Yeah, so like these are the one hag has already disappeared. They started cackling. Sure, I will consult my ring. I'll start getting in tune with what's going on there.
Choose a number between
1 and what?
choose a number between 1 and 5.
1 and 5. Could I roll an R 1d5?
You can.
You can just do that. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
4. I choose
4. Okay. So roll. I need to see where I am. Okay, roll a d10 twice, and then choose the number from that d10 you want to use.
All right, so I roll 2 d10s,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just choose which one.
Choose which one you want to use.
Okay. All right. R2d10. I'll keep the 4s going. So I choose the 4.
You choose the 4.
Mm-hmm.
You cast Fire Shield on yourself.
Nice. All right. Take it.
Actually, I might have something.
Okay.
So, since this is a surprise action, can I do a bonus action and a regular action?
What? Sure, why not?
Although, wait, no. I can. Oh, wait, but you guys said I can only cast multiple spells if one is a fucking thing, right?
One's a cantrip.
Oh, in that case, no. I'll just cast Hex on the hag that isn't laughing her ass off, and she's disadvantage on Wisdom. And, yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
All right. Cool. All right. So roll initiative.
Oh, all of us?
Yep.
Yep. You're gonna have to go.
Yeah.
Might need
Oh, I rolled a 22. I thought it was Krzysztof. It's weird how they.
Oh my god.
Krzysztof has a 9 and I got a 22, but it like put it on the same line as if.
So, Ozone, Daergram, Cathexis. Addison, did you roll?
I got a 13.
So, Ozone, Daergram,
Hold on, my keyboard.
Addison,
Stupid.
Addison, Cathexis.
You want to save this battle for next session then?
Yeah, we'll save this battle for next session.
I got a 9.
All right, so you're saving the initiatives, Peter.
We'll save the initiatives for next session.
What's your dex nomenclature?
I thought I put plus. Yeah, plus 4.
Oh. Okay, well, I don't know if you have other stuff. Okay, so you go before me.
Did you add your jack of all trades?
Mine is an 18.
Yeah, since you have Jack of all trades, yeah, goes up.
Oh, so
You
it's
got
11.
plus
It's 11.
So in that case, you definitely
Yeah,
go.
you gotta add your proficiency modifier rounded down.
Yeah, so it's an 11.
All right. So we're probably not going to experience, right, Peter?
Well,
You know, fight nothing.
I know, I do want to, you didn't fight anything, but I do want to give you guys something, because, like, I mean, I know it's, like partially my fault that, like, this is such a short session, so I want each of you to just take 500 experience, just so you have something for your time.
Good.
That's some Adventures League shit right there.
Yep, and I'm going to trade in my inspiration.
Yeah, that's fine. So you actually got 1,500 experience this session, Addison.
Yep.
That's not bad. Not bad for one session.
Peter
Oh,
is an XP farmer.
Yeah.
I really am, though.
Yes.
Sorry, it was such a short session. And feel better. All right.
Thanks.
We love you, Benny.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm so sorry. Keep us updated about what happened.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna happen tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna post a picture so that you can all feel like shit.
Good. I
Oh
like
my
it.
god, I love. Like, I mean, I already feel like shit. Yeah, let's do this. Make me feel worse. Make me suffer, Daddy.
Make me feel like shit.
Well, I'm gonna head off to the gym. Thank you guys for watching episode number 40 of the Discordant Whispers session.
Of course,
Campaign session.
please that is there at the end of the recording. Oh, I'm gonna go head to the gym.
Not a big deal enough. I'm gonna go work on leg day. Krzysztof is already playing PUBG, so
He's an official member of Vox Machina.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ralph.
I just saw it on fucking Steam pop up.
Shut up.
All right, good night, guys.
Good night.
All right.
Guys.